What's going on, guys and girls? In light of current events, I thought it would be a good idea to make another video about eBay bans and suspensions. In the comment section of the last video I made, I noticed a theme, and the theme was a lot of people were kind of scared that their eBay account was also going to get banned. So I thought that in today's video, we can talk about some things to avoid doing on your eBay account so that you don't get hit with red flags and suspensions. But before I jump into today's video, I just also wanted to say, in the last video I did, I offered up this kind of outlandish theory of one of the reasons why Chris's eBay account may have been banned. I honestly probably shouldn't have speculated any theories. I was just thinking out loud, and the situation didn't really make sense to me. So I was just coming up with what I thought could have had an effect. But Chris has denied that the shoes were part of any theft. So I just wanted to apologize if I did have any influence with the way that people think about Chris or the situation. That's on me, so I'm sorry. That being said, I do still think that Chris's situation is unique. I don't think that it's something that is commonplace on eBay. And I have actually reached out to Chris to see if he wants to come on our channel and do like a podcast style where he can tell us what is actually going on. That's up to him. That's an open invite. It would be cool to have him on the channel. And the main reason I even speculated at all is because Chris is being pretty nonchalant about the whole situation. And he's a pretty mellow guy to begin with anyway, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. But he said it was a $5 million annual eBay account, which in a day was gone. If that was my account, 100%, I'd be getting legal counsel immediately, and they would probably tell me not to make YouTube videos about the situation until it was over. But either way, only Chris and eBay have the answers that everybody is looking for. I can't speculate. You can't speculate. We weren't there. We don't know. So until Chris decides to spill the beans on what happens, or eBay decides to, which probably won't happen, it's not right for me to sit back and go, maybe Nike had something to do with the ban. Maybe eBay managed payments came down on eBay and said this is high risk. I don't know exactly what happened. So instead of doing that, I'm making a video about what I know are some common practices to avoid doing on eBay so your account doesn't get suspended. So hopefully you can appreciate this video. And again, like I said in the past video, I wish no harm on Chris. I hope that he is super successful in whatever business venture he decides to go with in the future. I wish his family the best, his business partners the best, his employees the best. I hope he continues to do very, very well. I'm sure he will. Okay, so with that being said, let's talk about how to keep our accounts safe and active on eBay. Number one, and probably the biggest one, is selling counterfeit items. Obviously, don't sell counterfeit items. You can't just go to, say, Alibaba and buy a bunch of off-brand GoPro parts and then sell them on eBay as genuine GoPro product, because you may get away with it for a little bit. You may make a bunch of money doing it, but at the end of the day, eBay is going to see that you're taking something that is generic and not the actual company's brand. That's a counterfeit. If you do that, you're going to get caught and you will eventually get banned. Number two, if you fall below eBay's seller standards, you could get hit with restrictions and your account could eventually get banned as well. You can avoid falling below standard by shipping your items on time. Don't cancel orders for being out of stock on the item. Make sure you're keeping good track of the stock that you have. Don't have a case closed against you without a seller resolution. So if a buyer opens a case and you're not able to work with the buyer and eBay has to step in and decides in favor of the buyer, that's going to count as a strike towards you, and you definitely don't want that to happen. Also, if you don't upload your tracking on time, which really shouldn't be an issue at this point because you should be buying your shipping through eBay to get the best discounts. And when you do that, the tracking is automatically uploaded. So just make sure if you are buying your shipping on another platform for some reason, make sure you are uploading that tracking to eBay in a timely manner. So basically, if you sell something on eBay, provide good customer service and ship the item fast, and you shouldn't have any issues with going below standard there. Number three, Vero. So let's talk about Vero for a second. Vero stands for Verified Rights Owner. It's basically a program that eBay has with major brands. And what the program is supposed to do is keep inauthentic items off the platform. So to keep those counterfeits off the platform, and then also to keep people from using, copywritten material or patented material without the direct permission of the brand. So if the brand owners of these copyrights or patents, if they see someone selling something that they don't want them to sell, they'll reach out to eBay's Vero program, and eBay's eBay's Vero program will pull that listing down and give you they usually won't give you a suspension immediately, but they'll tell you, hey, you're not allowed to sell this product without the brand's permission. So make sure you get the permission or just don't sell the item again. And if you continue to do that, that's when you'll get hit with a suspension. Typically a 3-day suspension, then a 7-day suspension, then a 30-day suspension. And if you continue to do it, eBay will ban your account. Now, Vero's happened to everybody. It's happened to us in the past with Monster Energy drinks. It was definitely an authentic item. Monster Energy just didn't want us selling the item. So we don't sell anything Monster Energy related anymore. We've had it happen to us with that Beach Body system, the fitness regimen system. So those probably, sell those somewhere else. And then we've also been hit with a Vero for using the word Velcro in the title. You don't want to do that. Use hook and loop instead of Velcro. And there's many different Veros like that out there. And the frustrating thing about eBay is that they don't put out a list of best practices. They don't put out a list of things not to do on eBay. You kind of just have to list the item and get the Vero. It's really, really aggravating, because if you take a company like Amazon, for example, if I go to list an item on Amazon and I am gated, so I'm not allowed to sell that brand on Amazon, they tell me before I list that item. With eBay, you have to list it and then find out. And sometimes you'll get a Vero after the item has already sold. They go back, they backtrack it and go, hey, we saw you sold that item. That's a violation. So it is very, very aggravating. The only thing that eBay even does is they have a list of like companies in the Vero program, but it's literally thousands of companies long. Like A to Z, I think there's over 1,000 companies that they list that are in the Vero program. And just because the company's on the list doesn't mean that you can't sell their products. It just means that you have to make sure they're authentic and you're not violating any copyrights or patents. So yes, that can be very frustrating. Now, we've sold tens of thousands of items on eBay and we've only had a handful of Vero violations. So it doesn't always happen. And when it does happen, we just make a little note and say, okay, let's not do that again. I wish that there was like a full list of what not to do when it comes to Vero violations. We don't have that list. I've never seen that list before. eBay should put it out, but I don't think they're going to. But if any of you know of a list like that lists that, like, hey, don't list Velcro items, don't list Beachbody items, watch out for monster stuff. Like, if anybody has that list and they want to share it with the community, we would obviously greatly appreciate it, and we can get it out to people so that people are saved from getting these Vero strikes. Okay, number 4, trying to sell items off of eBay. So outside of eBay is definitely against eBay's terms of use. So let's say you sell on Instagram like us. This happens a lot in the vintage t-shirt community. Let's say I have an expensive vintage t-shirt listed on eBay for $500 and the people know who we are. They know that we are Ralli Roots and they send us a message on eBay that says, hey, I see you have this item for $500. Will you sell it to me directly for $450 so you can avoid the eBay fees? The answer should be no. You have to buy the item on eBay. If I was to say, yeah, hit me up on Instagram, let's do a direct transaction through PayPal, if I said that in a message, that would get flagged. eBay is very good about flagging those messages. That would get flagged and that would be a direct violation. And it doesn't take very many of those to get banned on eBay. So if you are going to sell stuff on eBay, sell it on eBay. Don't try to circumvent the fees just to save 10%. Sell your items on eBay, take the 10% hit, say thanks eBay for letting me sell on your platform, and move on. All right, number 5, this is a pretty big one. I do know people who have been banned permanently from eBay for doing this, and it's called shill bidding. What that means is I have an item, I want a particular price for this item, I'm gonna have another eBay account or eBay accounts that I know bid on the item just to drive the price up, to get other people to bid, to make the price go crazy. This actually just recently happened with a massive eBay seller, PWCC. They sold sports cards on eBay. One of the largest sellers of that type of product on eBay by far. They did over $200 million a year in transactions. They were banned from eBay recently for shill bidding. So that's one that eBay does not play around with. If they're willing to ban a company that was putting $200 million a year through their platform, you better believe that if they catch a smaller seller shill bidding, you're gone. Okay, and then number 6, which has kind of been like the debate, the heat of debates around Chris's situation, is having proper invoices in place. So for example, example, like with Chris's situation, he had invoices or he had receipts. So he had like check receipts that he had paid his friend, whoever his friend is, for these shoes that he ended up selling. He had Zelle transaction receipts. So he did have a paper trail, which is good enough for the IRS, but that isn't good enough for eBay. They wanted additional proof. Maybe they wanted manufacturer receipts. I don't know what they requested, but he wasn't able to provide those receipts, which is why he said ended up in the ban that they put on his account. Now, here's the thing. If you go to a garage sale and you buy something for $5 and then you sell it on eBay for $50, more than likely they're not going to reach out to you and say, hey, where's your invoice for that item? And honestly, you don't have to have an invoice for that item. The chances of that happening, not could it happen? I mean, sure. Has it happened? I'm sure it has in the millions and millions of eBay sellers. I'm sure there's been a weird case where someone's banned a seller's account because of something like that. But the likelihood of that happening is almost zero. It's not going to happen. It really only happens when you have a large spike in sales on a particular product or a particular category very, very quickly. So for example, if you've watched our YouTube channel for a while, you would have seen that during the pandemic, we switched our model a little bit and we started buying a lot of wholesale DeLonghi coffee machines and air fryers. And all of a sudden, our main source of income on eBay switched from apparel, so from like shoes and clothes, to small appliances, and it switched very quickly, and we were doing a lot of sales. We were doing $30,000 a month plus in appliances. So when that happened, guess what? We got a request for invoices from eBay. And what we did is we submitted the invoices that we had, and they were not from DeLonghi. So keep that in mind too. It does not have to be direct from the manufacturer. We were working with a wholesaler who had rights to sell DeLonghi and a whole bunch of other brands, but they were a liquidation company who had the rights to liquidate this product. So we submitted those invoices, and guess what? eBay said, thank you very much, Ryan. Go about your business. Please keep doing more sales. We love collecting these eBay fees. So if you know you're going to be growing very, very quickly in a certain category, just make sure you have the correct invoices in place. If you stumble upon $200,000 worth of product at a flea market and you're not able to get invoices, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So just second guess something like that, or don't sell it on eBay because they're probably going to red flag your account and ask you to prove where you got those items. And again, guys and girls, at the end of the day, eBay does a lot of stuff that we don't like, but we choose to sell on their platform. We don't have to sell on their platform, and they don't have to allow us to sell on their platform. It's their platform. They can do whatever they want. And as mad as we want to be about it, if we don't follow the rules, they can choose to kick us off. And honestly, even if we follow the rules, it's their platform, they can choose to kick us off. And if we don't like that, we can go start our own website and do it that way. So even though we own our own business and we make our own rules, at the end of the day, you're still playing with these larger companies who, you know, you kind of work for. In a way, it's a pay to play. Like if you don't follow their rules, they can kick you off, and that's it. You got to find somewhere else to sell your stuff. So hopefully that does kind of help some of you out on how to avoid getting a suspension or getting a ban on eBay. And yes, like I said, there are obviously outlying cases where eBay will ban someone for no reason at all. But please keep in mind, don't be so fearful. For a lot of you in the comment section who thought that this might happen to you, 99.9% of the time, you're not going to get banned on eBay. They will typically reach out to you and suspend you first, suspend you multiple times, let you try to fix the situation. And then if you're not able to fix the situation, then you'll get banned. But we've been selling on eBay full time for over 7 years. We have never been banned. We have been suspended. I think for the longest, it was 7 days. It was our fault, not a big deal. And we moved on from that. Yes, I know people who have had their accounts banned on eBay, but typically it was for something that was in their control. Doing stuff like drop shipping when they weren't supposed to be drop shipping on eBay, or not paying their eBay fees, or not shipping on time. There's usually a reason as to why eBay would ban an account. I'll end today's video by saying this. Follow the rules, be safe with what you're doing, make sure you're keeping good records of what you're selling, and you should be fine. Best of luck to you all. Go out there and build amazing, successful reselling businesses. It's absolutely possible to do it, and don't be scared about doing it. I love you all. Please leave a comment or a question if you have any questions or comments. And also, we are going to be opening up our mentoring program again, probably in the next month or so. It's a very limited amount of spots. So if you would like to get involved with that, I'll leave a link in the description of today's video where you can go and check it out. Thank you all. We love you, and we'll see you on the next one. Later. Bye.